Right now, you tune into the 5 o'clock grind. This is boy DJ Gutter Down, man. Who we got on the line?
Yo, what up? It's Squalla.
What's happening, man? Yeah, Squalla. What's happening, man? For sure. We got the artist Squalla on the line right now. We're finna get in with this interview. What's going on with you, man? Where you coming out of?
Yeah, I'm from H-Town, Southwest A-League.
Okay. I could kind of hear that with this new song, that Hell No. You know what I'm talking about? I kind of tell from the song. That's what's happening, man. Okay. That's what's happening, man. Really. For sure. So let's get right into it. Let me turn this down a little bit. How did you get that name? What made you come up with that name, Squalla?
Funny enough, that came. I played basketball growing up. I used to hoop. That actually one of my old coaches gave me that name. Shout out to Coach Byron. I used to, that was my AAU coach. So he gave me that name.
Okay.
And it just kind of stayed with me.
Was it something you was doing to make him say Squalla, or what was you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that was just kind of his thing. He gave everybody a nickname. Like, he had a nickname for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And that was just like, anytime I did something or whatever, he would be like, Squalla, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it started. Okay. And then, like, when I started rapping and whatnot, like, I just ended up, keeping that name. I used to actually go by Papa G, and then but I would always just say Squalla on the song. Okay. Everybody used to call me that, like, in the, on the team or in the neighborhood, so... And then after a while, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just run with Squalla.
That's hard. Okay. What made you really go hard? Now, you was into sports real heavy?
Yeah. For up until, like, really up until high school, like, towards the end of high school, when I started getting into other things, I was doing the sports.
Okay. Now, what made you get into the rap thing? Was that something you always loved, or something music you was already into that, or you just kind of got into it?
Yeah, that was always something I always just had a passion for, just music itself, especially rap. Just growing up listening to it and just being a fan of it. That's why, like, even today, I always say I'm still a fan first. You know what I'm saying? But I just always had a passion for it, and I started writing raps early. Like, when I was young, I just used to just write mad bars. I didn't really have no direction. It wasn't even songs or nothing. I just used to write a whole bunch of just rhymes. And then, at some point in life, I just decided to just really go hard with it.
Okay. Now, did you have some favorites back then when you was writing, or you just was kind of like, it was just in you? Did you have some people you was looking up to?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was influenced by really everything. Like, growing up, like, a lot of my family, like, grew up, is from New York or live in New York still. Okay. So I was listening to a lot of that, when I was a kid, just like early New York music, like 90s New York music, like Mobb Deep and, shit like that, and Biggie and 50 Cent before he blew up, like, think Pharoah Monch, like real New York, what I'm saying, real New York shit. So that definitely had a heavy influence, and I was heavy into the battle rap culture before I, started doing my thing on my own. And definitely like Wayne is my favorite rapper ever. So, and I like a little bit of everything. So that's why my style is it ain't really just doesn't sound like just anything.
I got you. And I can kind of hear that too. I was checking out some of your songs. I can tell you really get into the lyricist, the lyric side of it. You're not just rapping out here. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
For sure. Now, as far as being creative, when you get in the studio, are you coming in there prepared? Or are you coming in there, you like to vibe to the music? Or you just coming in there already knowing what you're finna do?
No, I definitely like to vibe to the music. Like, sometimes I'll have, like, a beat or some beats that somebody sent me that I already know, like, I probably want to do something to it. Or I might even, like, start writing to it, like on the plane or something. I'll be, listening to beats, and I might come up with a couple bars or a concept. But for the most part, I like to go in and just like vibe and and just see like where we come up with on the current frequency that we on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Producers, do you like to hand pick your producers, or you just take beats from anybody and just whatever you feeling to them, and you just go in?
I'm very picky with my beats, honestly. like not who I get my beats from, because I give anybody who wants to work or whatever, or who I come into contact with, I'm definitely down or open to check hearing what they got. But when it comes to beats, even with like my main producers that I work with, like I will like have a pack of 30 beats and maybe use two of them. Cause I'm like super selective when it comes to my beats.
I got you. I got you. Are you knocking songs out real fast when you're in the studio, or it take you a little bit of time?
It depends on the record.
Okay.
I got songs like that I did like the Hell Nah, like I ran through that song, like I'm pretty much freestyled the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But then I got other songs that I like, depending on like the context of it and the track and all that. Like I'll take my time. Like I've taken months to write songs. You know what I'm saying? But I also done did songs in like 5 minutes.
I got you. I got you. Take us into the day in the life in A-Leaf. I mean, what's your what was your city like?
Man, I don't even know what I can say. It's a very interesting place. One thing I can say, it's a beautiful place. It has its I feel like anywhere, it's just it has ups and downs. You got it's not a very financially wealthy, area, you know what I mean? So there is a lot of less fortunate people, that always kind of leads to less fortunate things happening, you know what I'm saying? By design, of course, but that's a different conversation. But yeah, it was for me, honestly, growing up, I ain't even know what was going on for real. Like we were just in it, like when you in it, you don't really you don't really see it for what it is. You just know this is just what it is for you. You know what I mean? And because you don't know what anybody else's life is like or how life is outside of this little hub that you in. So you just kind of just going through the motions. And then once you get older and see different things or see it from a different perspective, it's like, oh damn, that was kind of, we was in some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I concur. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? The West Side. So I understand. I understand what you're saying, because you be looking back at it like, damn, nigga, I was in some dangerous shit, man. I was in some shit.
Yeah, for sure. Even now, like when I see certain things on the news or just on Instagram, like from my area, I be like, damn, they over there tripping. And that's not even just A-Leaf. Houston as a whole. It's a very active city.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
But I love it. That's home.
That's the city, for sure. For sure. Shout out to A-Leaf. What was I gonna say? Okay, so as far as the business, when you got in this game, did you understand it was a business, or did you get in it just for the love of music?
I definitely got into it for the love of music, and still trying to fully, I'm not gonna say fully, because I don't know if there's anybody who fully understands this shit, because it changes every day. But I'm still trying to get like a real grasp on the business side of it, you know. But luckily, I have certain people around me, like my manager, and just certain friends who have a little more savvy, that kind of keep me in the loop of things, at least as far as what I need to know, to keep stay afloat in this thing.
For sure. Is it rubbing off on you though? You like picking up some things that you can put in your arsenal, as far as on the
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. We already making some different moves now. Just like I said, and that's also from being around people who aren't in the music industry. Who are business people, or do business in other areas, like just picking up certain things from people, and just having these conversations and just learning and observing. So, and I feel like that's how it should be with anything. Like if you're not learning from these people, or and that's with anybody, you're really just wasting time wherever you at.
That's facts. Shout out to Swinebeck though. We definitely got a long history. She definitely been learning the game and definitely perfecting her craft, and definitely can offer a lot to artists. You know what I'm saying? I've worked with artists that she's managed in the past, and artists like Cyrus the Kid. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely, she can definitely take you to where you need to go.
Yes, 100%.
For sure. What else I want to say to you? Now, as far as performances wise, now I kind of peeped, some of your stage performances. It looked like you go crazy on stage. Did that take you a while to really get that part of the game down? Was you like nervous in front of crowds at first, and then you gradually just turned up, or how did that go?
I still get nervous. You know what I'm saying? I be turned up. It's funny. Somebody asked me that the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, I do." And, you couldn't tell once I get up there because I'm gonna do what I do, and it ain't never nervous in the sense like, damn, I don't know if they gonna fuck with, or like I'm not ready. It's just like I don't know. I really don't even know what it is. I don't even like to call it nerves. I just know every time I'm getting ready to get on stage, my stomach start twisting up, and my heart start pounding, and I just like, what the fuck? But as soon as I get up there, it's all good. Like, I don't know, it's weird. But as far as like my stage presence and like just the the ability to rock a show, that definitely came over time with repetition. Just like anything with practice, like. Even when it comes, and because the thing about it is, when it comes to performing, it ain't just about getting up there and saying the song. You know what I'm saying? For one, a lot of rappers, one thing I learned early from like people I looked up to as far as performers like Busta Rhymes and Eminem and Jay-Z, they don't rap over their song. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I see a lot of rappers do, and I hate that shit. Like they rap over. Play the song and then rap over it, and I don't like that, because we MCs, you supposed to rap, let them hear your words. Just play the beat if you got to, and rap over that. You know what I'm saying? But just developing that, learning how to make eye contact, breath control, all that. I did so much shit. Like even to this day, I run on the treadmill and rap my rhymes while I'm running on the treadmill. Free game rappers. Run on the treadmill and rap. That shit help with your endurance on stage.
Most definitely, because you're going to need it, but you're going to need it.
For sure.
Especially if you're really performing, you definitely going to need it. And ain't nothing worse than being winded when you got a verse you trying to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then when you start, doing, you got to you got to be on stage for a half an hour. That's a whole different ball game. You really got to, you got to be on point, or you ain't going to make it.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. What's the most memorable stage you done got on so far in your career? Just as far as like, just something that stick out in your mind.
Dang, my career. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. There was one time. This is when I first started. Kind of like doing my thing, released my first project back, like when I was still living in Houston. This is in 2016, and I had opened up for J. Cole, and that was like super dope because he was like my favorite rapper. You know, and we got a lot of love that day on the from the people, and it really like helped a lot, and it helped me get booked more. So that was one that just kind of like it changed a lot.
That's fine. Yeah, that's monumental right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to see the growth. So you opened up for him, or you just a featured?
Yeah, I opened for him. It was there was this company that used to always do like all the tours. They were called Scoremore. Like they used to always do shows in Texas, like Houston, Austin, Dallas, and like anytime artists would be on tour, they would just have them booked out there for like a Texas tour, they little Texas runs or whatever. You know what I mean? And they used to they had like they circular artists, like local artists in Houston that they would get on for certain shows and whatnot. And it was like you had to sell tickets and shit. But that wasn't a problem. They only made you sell like 10 tickets, which was cool. And then which was cool. What was cool with that was it wasn't like that, type of thing. Like you got to pay to perform. You just got to sell your tickets, and then what you sell when you sell the tickets, you got something off it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So that was dope. A lot of people, they just gonna be like, all right, you want to perform $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's cool. What's your goal for this year? Like coming into the new year, what's your immediate goal?
To drop this album before I get back on tour.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a tour. I got an album getting ready to drop. It's called Best Whorehouse in Texas.
The best. That the best whole
So
house.
yeah,
Wasn't it a movie called that shit or something like that?
yeah, it's an
Okay.
old ass movie.
Yeah, I think I remember that title. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. The best.
Yeah, so we about to, we working on that right now. Just trying to. That's really my goal, to make sure I get that done before I get back on the road, because it's kind of hard to like be in the studio like I want to when I'm moving around like that.
For sure. Have you heard of this app called Even?
I have.
Okay, everybody going up on that thing, man. Direct to consumer, man, they going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's funny you said that, because I'm actually thinking about releasing my next one with them.
Okay, because I don't know if you're familiar with Gray Music and Trans Lee. I don't know if you're familiar with Trans Lee.
No,
okay.
I'm not familiar with them.
Okay, but yeah, they just dropped a project together just the other day. I think it was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And it's going up through there. Yeah, it's going up through there. I just wanted to see if you excuse me, knew about that. But yeah. So you got the project coming out. You finna drop a whole album on them. Now you feel like this is a good time. So how many singles have you dropped up to this point?
Man, shit. Just this year, I probably dropped like about 20, 30, I would say like 25 singles.
Goddamn. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you just
every 2 weeks, like this whole year, I released a single every 2 weeks, and well, unless it was like an album, I also dropped like three projects this year.
Okay. Damn. So yeah, you ready for it? So and you tour and you on tour, right? You've been on tour, so you've been.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, tour started in September. It's a college tour, so the first fall semester we just wrapped up like a couple weeks ago, or like last week or whatever. Yeah, just recently, and then we gonna get back on the road like the end of January probably.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, it is time for an album, man. You putting a lot of music out, and it's time to, pull it all together. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In the video, so you got videos out. What you got a video for this new song? Hell No.
Nah, not yet.
Not yet.
That's on the way as well.
Okay. Now you had a song before.
You ain't dropped it yet.
You ain't dropped it yet. Okay. Now you had a song before Hell No. What was that other song you had put out? Right before Hell No.
Well, I know as far as like singles go that we really had going, I had a joint called Floating that was that was going up.
Okay. And you did a video to that one?
Yeah, that's the one that's probably my most that's one of my most liked songs and videos.
Okay, that's fine. Have you performed in Atlanta a lot?
At this point, I would say yeah. At least I probably did about maybe close to 10 shows in Atlanta in total.
Okay, for sure.
I performed out there last week. Well, yeah, like a couple days ago. Okay.
That's a bit. So make sure y'all go check out that new project, The Best Whole House in Texas. You know what I'm talking about? Now it's just crazy to say that name, and then I'm trying to envision with the project. You know what I'm talking about? Like what you talking? What did you talk about on there, man? Like what's going on that one, man?
Man, it's really gonna be. It's really gonna be like, really Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because that's I don't like. I'm from Houston, but my music, like if you just listen to my music outside of like maybe some of my slang and the way I talk, like you probably won't know I'm from Houston because it don't sound like traditional like Houston sound.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take it more like make it more Texas, and just cause you talk about A-Leaf. One thing about A-Leaf that we know for is pimping. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's a lot of prostitution and body selling going on over there. So just kind of reflecting on my experiences with that, and just kind of like the realities of it, like because it sounds cool and all, but there's a lot of other shit that come with all that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a dangerous world. So that's why we taking the like the fun, rest of the whorehouse thing. We gonna really get into it and get serious.
That's sick there. Okay, I got you. That's hard. That's hard. So yeah, like you said, like I was trying to figure out, 'cause from them other songs, I heard a couple of your other songs on your page, and I was like, okay, I was trying to put my finger on where you from, you know what I'm saying, where this boy from, you know what I'm saying, and then when I heard the Hell No, I'm like, okay, he sound like he from like Texas, Dallas, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, too much.
Dallas, but it's Texas, so shout out to the D.
For sure. But yeah, Houston, yeah, I already know. I got people in Houston, yeah. So yeah, that's what's up, man. So yeah, keep going, man. You got you got a nice movement going. You with a great manager. You know what I mean? You got a love for the music. You definitely got some bars, because I checked you out, so you definitely ain't just out here just rapping anything. You definitely putting your music together.
Appreciate
taking the time, for sure. So I know it's gonna be some great things coming, man. Anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to say while we on here, man?
Shit, man. Make sure y'all go check out the music. Go shop Junkies brand. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the hood, man. Shout out to the gang. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mom too.
For sure. Yeah. You tuned into the 5 o'clock grind. It's the boy Squalla on right now, man. We just talked about his album project that's coming out, The Best Whorehouse in Texas, coming soon. You feel me? He got the song Hell Nah out right now. We played that a little early before you came on, man. We already dropped the song, so we already gave him a piece of that. So yeah, man, keep it going, man, and tap in whenever, you know what I'm saying. Just let us know when you want to debut a singer or anything, you know what I'm saying, anything new, or talk about the album when it come out or anything like that. Just let us know what's happening.
For sure, we'll definitely be tapping in. I appreciate you.
Oh, for sure, we got you, man.
My nigga.
All right, we out of here. All right, one.